I wanted to revisit a topic that I've seen sort of online, or at least sort of like vaguely hinted at. And that question is, why would anybody choose Xbox? I think there's some pretty simple answers. Let's go over them. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when these videos go live. So let's go over a few reasons why any consumer would be willing to consider the Xbox brand when shopping for a next generation console. I've written down a few ideas and thoughts, and let's start with sort of one that I don't think people really talk about that much. There's a lot of third-party games out there these days, meaning that the game comes out on both PlayStation and Xbox. So when you're looking for a console, and let's say you can't even get a PlayStation 5 and you're able to get an Xbox, you're probably going to grab it just because it's a scarcity item and you want to get it anyway. The rationale is that you're getting a huge library of third-party games that both platforms have access to, and Xbox will, support those and they'll be great. So, well, we always talk about platform exclusives. You're still getting a great value by going to Xbox. And the reason I open with that is because I don't want to open with Game Pass. But when you compound that with the Game Pass topic, you get access to hundreds of games at a very low cost. There is the whole program where you're able to buy an Xbox and basically pay monthly if you choose to purchase it that way, and make payments every month that cover Xbox Live, it covers Xbox Game Pass, and it covers your Xbox Series X or S. So with Game Pass, if you have a family or you're on a budget, you immediately have access to 100 games for free. There's multiple ways that they provide that service to anybody who's interested in using it. And most importantly, as we look at 2022 and we look at the end of 2021, especially right now with Forza and Halo coming around the corner, if you see a Series X on the shelf, I have to imagine with all the buzz around those two titles, you're probably looking at it and saying, yeah, let's pick it up and let's go, because Xbox is about to kick off a great remainder of 2021 and then kick off an even better 2022. So you're sort of future-proofing. So just looking ahead, like, we know we're going to get another Gears. You're going to get Perfect Dark. You're going to get State of Decay 3. There's Fable, Crossfire X, Elder Scrolls, Forza, Starfield, Avowed, Hellblade 2, the Stalker game. There's all these games that are coming to the Xbox platform, a lot of which are going to hit in 2022, including Stalker and Starfield and Redfall, all confirmed for 2022 right now. So for me, realizing that you have all of these games coming, and a lot of which are doing something really, really interesting. They're trying new things. A lot of the games that we play these days are sequels or known quantity franchises. And I think one of the things that nobody can really fault Xbox for is trying new ideas and giving indie games an opportunity. For example, like we just got Sable on the Xbox platform and it rated 7 on IGN. And there's cool stuff like Crossfire X is sort of a sequel, but I don't think we've seen it on console before, so that's really interesting. Stuff like what else do we have here? Starfield and Avowed, Everwild, Redfall, Contraband, the Indiana Jones game. There's all these like projects that are behind the scenes being developed, and it really has people's ears perking up because they're curious about future proofing. And well, as an investment, it's a good idea. It's good to know that you have all this stuff in development. And when a company is actually trying new stuff, for me, that's really interesting as a consumer. Going back to the Game Pass topic, Game Pass also compounds with something called Microsoft Rewards, which actually rewards you, ironically enough, for trying all sorts of different games. So every week, it's like play all these 5 games, many of which you can just play on the cloud, and they get you trying sort of the buffet of games that you're able to access using Game Pass. And they reward you for doing so. Every month, they basically say, do these things, and on the low end you can earn like $10, and on the high end you can earn maybe 20 if you're like really invested in it and you're getting the achievement every day and everything. And that's really interesting. Like, I think back when I was a kid and, you know, having a paper out and everything, it's like, well, I could use my paper out money, or I could just do these very basic things and get Game Pass for free once I had purchased my console. One area that I don't know if it's considered, but I'm seeing the Series S more readily available these days. It's been about a year. Yeah, it's almost a year since launch. The console's launched in November, and the Series S is finally like available to purchase. A lot of people don't care about 4K. I know there are people out there who do, obviously, right? But there's a lot of consumers that that's not important to them when it comes to gaming. Just being able to access all of these next-gen games is more of what's important. Of course, there's always going to be people that want the best and the brightest. So you get your Xbox Series X, you get your PlayStation 5, and you go. But for people at like Costco and you see all the Series S consoles that are available, they're going to be like, oh, I want to pick that up, or I want to pick that up for my grandkid is into video games. I'll get him a Series S, you know, and he can just have it when he comes over. It's also a good second console if you already have the PlayStation 5 or whatever. I've talked about the value of the Series. The Series S is sort of like this sleeper move on Microsoft's part where it's not that expensive. It's just right at that price point where you can pick it up and not feel guilty about your purchase. You're still getting a next-gen gaming experience, and it's a low barrier to entry. So the main points of the console for me are, and this is sort of a recap here, all third-party games are going to be coming to the console. So you already know you're going to have a consistent release. That's Ubisoft, Activision, EA, all of those titles will be available on your Xbox. So if you don't care about exclusives, of course that's important. You know you have all these third parties. But already, like right now, especially right now with November right around the corner, you know that Forza's coming. Everybody's been talking about Forza. Halo's right around the corner. Early next year, you have Stalker 2, you have Redfall, you have Starfield, all the Bethesda games, and that's enticing to a lot of people looking to buy a console. There's also Game Pass, which gives you access to all of those things at a very low cost, meaning if you're frugal, you're able to get that. You can even earn it using Microsoft Rewards, which sort of incentivize you to try all of the different things on the service. There's other options to entry like the Series S, and it's sort of exciting. Like when you see a trailer for a new concept like Avowed and you hear about the In Exile FPS RPG that's being rumored, it sort of gets you imagining what could happen. With known quantities, they're great. You know you're going to get a good experience. But sometimes it's about the what if that is intriguing to a consumer. I know I'm one of those people. I love new IPs. I don't care what platform they come out on. I love seeing new ideas from wonderful creators. Like, I can't wait to see the Wolverine game from Insomniac. They've done Spider-Man. They've nailed Spider-Man. I have to imagine their take on Wolverine is going to be stellar, and I can't wait to try it out. And on the Xbox side, I can't wait to try out Starfield. They made Fallout 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. So being able to see what they're able to do with a space adventure has me really, really stoked. And I think there's a lot of people out there like that. Anybody who's sort of versed in gamer language, you see all this marketing for Game Pass, and you realize that, oh man, like it's very easy to get these AAA experiences. So anyway, that's just sort of my thoughts on why would somebody get Xbox? There's a lot of great reasons to get an Xbox, and anybody pretending that there's not is just being foolish. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Did I forget anything? Let me know about it in the comments below. If you like these sort of videos and you want to support this channel, you can do so by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that bell, and also becoming a member. Memberships are a thing YouTube offers where you can support a channel directly. Just hit that join button and you can become a member if you would like. I try and upload videos with no ads for all members. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. Think about what I said. Think about your reason for getting an Xbox, and I'll catch you soon. Bye for now, everybody.